In a significant political upheaval, the state of Karnataka has dealt a resounding blow to the Hindu supremacist party Janata Party BJP by electing the Congress Party in recent assembly elections. This electoral defeat carries profound implications, not only for the BJP but for India's political landscape at large. The BJP's comprehensive loss in Karnataka signifies that the entirety of southern India is now free from BJP rule. This outcome dashes the BJP's aspirations of using Karnataka as a gateway to a region where it has struggled to gain a foothold, marking a stinging rebuke for a party that has repeatedly expressed its ambition to rid India of the Congress Party. Beyond the electoral outcome, this defeat conveys several other potent messages. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, in his campaign efforts, repeatedly framed the election as a referendum on himself, a strategy that proved counterproductive as his party faced losses in most constituencies where he had campaigned. This dent in his carefully cultivated image of invincibility has raised questions about his leadership. Modi's campaign relied heavily on dog whistles and overt references to Muslims, presenting the country's largest religious minority, numbering 200 million, as a threat. Additionally, he endorsed a highly controversial and Islamophobic film strategically released during the campaign. However, these divisive tactics were ultimately rejected by the electorate. Remarkably, the Congress Party's resolute commitment to secular principles during the campaign holds immense significance. It signaled a willingness to address the concerns of Muslims and Christians, including the possibility of banning the Bajrang Dal, a militant arm of the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh (RSS), the parent body of the BJP. The BJP has long perpetuated violence through groups like the Bajrang Dal, a menace that minority communities had resigned themselves to living with, regardless of the ruling party. The new Congress government in Karnataka has already pledged to reverse the previous BJP administration's ban on the hijab in educational institutions, providing assurance that cultural rights will be upheld and respected. Furthermore, there are plans to review the contentious ban on cow slaughter, a move previously exploited by the BJP to target and harass Muslims while detrimentally affecting the rural economy. While the restoration of the rule of law is welcome, the new government faces a formidable challenge in purging the state of the majoritarian poison injected into Karnataka's society by its predecessor. The success or failure of this endeavor will serve as a critical barometer for the broader struggle to reverse India's erosion of its national secular identity since Modi's ascent to power in 2014. The radicalization of Hindu youth, orchestrated by groups affiliated with the RSS and the BJP, has contributed to the country's increasing polarization. These organizations work tirelessly to unite Hindu communities against minorities. Even the enforcement of the Indian Constitution by the state government would significantly ease the daily lives of religious minorities. This election not only marks the BJP's defeat, but also underscores the decisive victory of the Congress Party, which had been written off by many analysts. It will invigorate the party in states such as Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, and Rajasthan, where legislative elections are scheduled for later this year. The outcome further solidifies the leadership of Mallikarjun Kharge, the new president of the Congress Party, who played a prominent role during the campaign. His ability to lead from the front dispelled accusations that he was merely a puppet of the Nehru-Gandhi family, which has dominated Indian politics for much of the past 75 years. Kharge's leadership in the Congress Party's pan-India presence position it as the principal opposition force capable of challenging the BJP. The marginalization or disintegration of the Congress Party would have cast a shadow over the viability of a coalition of opposition parties seeking to offer a credible alternative to the BJP in the 2024 parliamentary elections. However, formidable obstacles confront a national opposition effort. The independence of constitutional authorities, from the Election Commission to the courts and law enforcement agencies, has eroded, with these once respected institutions becoming increasingly partisan, often overtly favoring the BJP. The mainstream media's campaigns against the opposition and the undue influence of corporate interests who largely fund the BJP present additional challenges. In the coming year, anti-Muslim and anti-minority rhetoric will likely escalate as a recurring BJP election strategy. Karnataka has demonstrated that a secular appeal can still resonate with voters, even in the face of divisive tactics. The question now is whether the rest of India will heed this example from the South and join in the restoration of a country that upholds equal rights for all.